Good day, traders. Welcome to another episode of Nirvana Live. And as usual, we'll be looking at what we have for intraday plays, looking at different assets from currencies, commodities, and stock. And I am not here alone today. We'll be joined by my able mentor, the man with great knowledge on the financial space, the person of Mr. Nasser Mohammed. And without wasting much of our time, let's look at what we have from different assets. So starting off is gold, and as usual, we'll be starting with the low 1 hour time frame for our 1 hour, 50 minutes, and 5 minutes. So looking at this, we can clearly see that there is a decline in price. Gold has been on a surge since the start of the market today, and right now we are noticing a would I call it a retracement or a reversal? But then we know. And without wasting much of time, let me share my screen with you guys before I am being joined by Mr. Nasser Mohammed. All right, there you have it. Gold. This is the 15 minutes time frame. As you can see, consecutive bearish candle formation, meaning there's been decline for quite a number of minutes now. And automatically for an intraday trader, this is it definitely a bearish bias for now. This is a bearish bias because we are only concerned about the short move in the markets within a short period of time. And that's like from 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes. So for now, I can't, there seems to be no concrete zone to plot from, but we will allow gold to play and do its thing. But earlier in the day, gold surged from this zone, and from this zone, okay, this is last night, and then in the morning, surge here before a decline, or let's say a subside in price, as you can see here, more like a consolidation. So let's pan towards the 5 minutes to see how it's played out, how gold surged from here. So looking at the 5 minutes now, yes, so this was price earlier this morning before it's consolidated in the early hours of the day. And when price got to the 75.1% fee, that's the last pullback zone, he reacted here. And then ever since, it's been on the rise. This zone coincide with the Bolinga, and it gave a very strong confluence, making it easy for a very for an entry and very good risk to reward. As you can see, look at this zone. We reacted here, rejected, back up, and then we give it some confirmation here. This triangle, and then let's sell probably here or here, depending on your risk appetite. And then you can ride it all the way. Not until a few minutes ago before it started declining again. So gold has been bullish all day. It's been bullish all day. So we can categorically say that this current move is more like a pullback or a retracement. We could get a bullish continuation later. So,
Yeah, we got the boats, man. We're getting real close to the boats being.
all right, Mr. Nasser, are you there?
Yep, yep.
So, I'd like to hear from you what you have for us and the audience looking at us right now.
Okie dokie.
Is there?
So yeah, let's can I share
Okay,
my
let me
screen?
stop my screen. Let me stop my
Yeah.
screen. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Moose,
You're
for
welcome, sir.
handing the baton over. So far, so good. I would say that the market is being rocked by the reopening of the government, the US, I mean, after the
Okay.
US government shut down. So if you've been following the markets today, you would see that there've been a lot of wild moves, you know, particularly
Absolutely.
with,
Volatility has been what? Yeah.
yeah, lots of volatility, lots of erratic moves. This tone you're currently hearing, that's an alert I set on the S&P 500 for when price gets to a certain level,
Oh,
which it
okay.
currently just did, which is down here. So it's crazy to see how much
So
uh you
I can see your screen.
oh window.
I think I needed to accept some. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, basically what we see here right now is price making a very solid drop into a very interesting support level. I came into today being with a bullish bias on the S&P 500. But as we currently have it, going back to the daily charts, we can see that price is having a very huge drop today. Same story with the Nasdaq. So um, my bias is beginning to shift a little bit because the New York session is about to come in another, say, about 20 minutes from now, 20, 21 minutes from now. And that would set the tone. I mean, this drop that we're seeing already setting the tone for what's likely to come. When we look at the big picture, or let's say the medium term picture, we have all of those markets are bullish. The Nasdaq is bullish. S&P 500 is bullish. US 30 is bullish. So we're only expecting buys there, right? But with the level of this drop that we're having so far now, it's beginning to give me a little bit of jitters. So yeah, I'm just going to keep watch. I won't,
Exactly. Exactly.
I won't, I won't totally take my eyes off it. I'm just going to be moving with some serious caution. You know, Another one that I have on my watch list for today is Bitcoin.
Okay.
Bitcoin is
Okay.
beautifully bearish. It's been having a steady decline for a couple of weeks now. Yesterday, 2 days ago, plus yesterday, we had good further bearish confirmation price action. And so this gave me the confidence to look out for a sell.
Oh, yesterday when I gave a very setup, and we are anticipating a price retracement to this level to 1.7,031.
Mm.
Right now,
Yeah.
it's respected that zone. I don't need to, yeah, it's respected it and never seen on a decline.
Yeah. It looks like it's currently giving us a continuation of the downside move.
Yeah.
Right here. We gave a sweet rally earlier today up to this level. I didn't take this trade because usually I want to see price hit, bounce off a very clean specific level. If it had touched this 200 moving average, I probably would have been more willing to sell because it also gave, well, it didn't exactly touch as well, but it came really close to our resistance level here.
Yeah.
If it had come in and touched it just like we had this guy touch, then I'm sure I would have been all over this trade, for the sell. But unfortunately, that didn't happen, and that's fine because we have to understand that the most important thing for us is catch a few high quality trades. That's all we really need. As I like to say, 2 trades a week keeps the supply away.
Exactly.
Yes, no. We don't necessarily need to catch a trade every day. So 1, 2 good trades a week and you're good. So we're not going to have any compromises. If it doesn't fit our criteria 100%, simply just leave it and move on.
You're going to four streets.
Yeah,
If you don't get
exactly.
set up now.
Exactly. The market is always here.
You might get it some other time.
Yep. The market would always be here. The trade where you try catch yesterday, where you chop stop loss. Share market going shut down today.
You have yourself to blame.
This is what I keep telling myself. If I force a trade, the trade that I tried to catch yesterday, that I forced yesterday and took an SL from, the market is still good today. So there's no need to force trades. This is what I keep telling myself. So Euro USD looking very pretty as well. Yeah, if you watched our morning analysis, our breakfast analysis session, you would have seen there that we called for a bullish Euro USD. Just like Bitcoin, this one also slipped through our fingers. Unfortunately, it came all the way down here, but it didn't give us the ideal trigger. So we had to sit out of this one. But notwithstanding, it still remains very bullish, and I believe if we don't catch a trade on this today, we'll probably catch a good one tomorrow because we still have this level here.
So the expectation is that level.
Sorry?
Your expectation into this level.
Yes, exactly. I expect a retracement into any of these levels, this one or this one. So I have my alert set and I'll be ready to go as soon as we get a confirmation. Next up, we have USD JPY, another very solid buy right here. Clean, running, nice and clean. Rejection here. So interestingly, if you look at the Fibonacci fan here, we can see that price actually dropped to this very important point. Price dropped to this important point right here. Let me mark it for you guys. Right here. And gave a sharp rally. So the only reason I didn't take this trade was I usually will not take my confirmations from anywhere besides the bottom of the Bolinga. But this one came from the 200 moving average. So yeah, as I said previously, I try to be as stoic as possible, as rigid as possible with my rules.
One thing, sir. Why the volume?
Because it just gives it a higher credibility.
Okay, okay.
Let me put it that way. It gives me a stronger conviction,
Exactly, exactly.
than taking it from just a normal moving average. So, I mean, if it were on the 1 hour chart, for instance, I only want to see, I just need price to bounce off any of the levels. Even here is fine for me on 1 hour. But 15 minutes being the primary confirmation, I need it to have a full cycle of completion before I take any trade. So USD
And then
JPY,
back to that volume.
sorry.
Yeah, you mean when it traces down to Bolivia and then expect to right back to Bolivia.
Exactly, exactly. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to set my alert on this level as well. So if it comes back and gives us a retest there and it looks good on other time frames, then I'll be happy to jump in on the buy for this year's JPY. EBP JPY. This is one hell of a crazy pair, man. I have a very, very interesting story on this one. So we've been holding this trade on our swing portfolio for about 6 days now. But we also had this trade running on our intraday portfolio since yesterday. We got in somewhere around here. Now, I woke up this morning and I saw the market around here.
Okay.
And I was like, oh wow, why did this guy come down? But then it hit a level here and started bouncing up. And then before you know it, it again came down to this level. So when I saw this big red candlestick, I became discouraged. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take my small profits and run. Immediately after I took my profit, look what happened. Started to push higher aggressively. My take profit was somewhere around here.
And that's where we have other blocks.
Where's the other block?
At the zone up there, it's zone.
This one. Oh yeah. So, but I mean, it would have crossed my TP by now, and then now giving another block or a consolidation, so to speak. So my advice is, if you're not strong at heart, man, don't day trade GBP JPY. It's crazy. The volatility is ridiculously insane. If you swing it, it's a lot less problematic. Or if you tend to day trade, I'll really advise you to consider other pairs above GBP JPY. That being said, it actually respects our levels very, very well. If you look at the Fibonacci fan, the way it respects Fibonacci fans is just ridiculous. This point.
I call Fibonacci magic.
Magic what? Yes. An interesting thing about Fibonacci fan that people don't know is the concept of Fibonacci is found in nature. It's found in geometry. It's based on geometry, numbers, right? And the world is built based on geometry. If you look at nature itself, Yeah, you can see geometrical equations in the way nature is built. So absolutely, there's a secret power in geometry that even we cannot fully understand. Let's take it back to the days of the um the ancient days. King Solomon, right? He was known to be one of the wisest, most powerful men to ever walk the surface of the earth. He was a prophet, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So God gave him dominion and power over all things on earth. He could speak to animals, he could control the wind, he could control the gene kind, right? Now, after his passing, a lot of his knowledge he documented inside some scrolls, some books. So after his passing, some people went and stole these books. Some of those books were found and burnt, but some of them were stolen and passed down to generations. Now, some people have said that what we have today as the Freemasons, or the Freemasons, comes from the a sect that's called the Knight Templars. Now, the Knight Templars are people who who stole the books from Solomon, the books of knowledge, and it was passed down in generations. And they say that within those books you have secrets such as geometry, how geometrical equations work, and how they can be found in nature. So I'm just giving a little bit of brief. You're not wrong if you say that there's absolutely nothing to be found, because it is actually built based on principles that can be found in nature. So yeah, it could
It's
be.
magic. It's magical.
It is. It is absolutely
Like
magic.
when it's for some of these and things that
Exactly. But of course, you have to know how to use it. That's the caveat. If you don't know the rules of application, it will be so confusing.
So that's why we have our address screen.
Absolutely.
Walking, meet myself, Mr. Nasser, different people, so to assist continue strategy to profitable.
So that being said, let's look at Euro GBP as well. Euro GBP on the daily has been very bullish. We had a confirmation down here, which is what we're seeing right here. Again, look at the magic of the fifth one, rejecting from this level very cleanly. So
That's Euro GBP.
Euro GBP, yes.
Let me take a look.
So if this 1 hour closes with a good pin bar, good bullish pin bar, I might be willing to run this trade, for a possible 3-to-1 risk to reward. So yeah, I have Euro GBP that I have my eyes on right now, and then finally we have GBP card. GBP card. As a matter of fact, I'm taking this one off my watch list now because I don't like how it's falling. It was falling and now it's going up, so it looks like it's actually consolidating, and that's not what I like to see. The first thing that I look out for is trend. I want a point that's clearly trending in one singular direction, not a confused pair, So I'll kick this one out and stick with the others on my list. So that will be that for that from me, and I'll pass the baton back to you, Moose.
All right.
All
So
right. So
I'm looking at Euro GBP now, and it's looking all nice and good. But then again, we have to be patient. We don't rush trades. Wait for confirmation on 5 minutes time frame intraday plays, and if possible, wait for confirmation of confirmations so that we don't get stopped out in the process. So let me share my screen with you guys. So let me take it up from there. So this is Euro GBP, or Euro GBP. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, it's been bullish all week, and currently there seems to be like a retracement into the fib level. As you can see here, this is the 75% fib level, and it coincides with the Bollinger here on the screen. Can you see here? Look at the Bollinger one, look at the last fib level, and on 5 minutes time frame, look at what we have. Respected here, rejected, look, still open around and stay here. So looking like a very good setup for a buy continuation. And whoever is active and have the straight setup, have target amount you want to lose, amount you want to make out of this particular setup. So be precise. You can try something out of this. So let's look at what we have for the GBP USD. This is the 1 hour time frame. So, all right, GBP USD. This is the 1 hour time frame, and as well, it's been bullish all day. Start off here. Or let me see. This is the start of the day. Okay. So for GBP USD, this is the start of a new trend. So I'll focus on the lows to the highs, and currently I'm expecting a retracement is happening currently. Let's see. So this is the Bollinger, this is the 38.2, the first fib level. If at all, we should get a confirmation here, and I'll prefer a bullish pin along this zone for the buy continuation movements. I would be taking a trade. USDJPY. Let's look at 1 hour time. So we stay here. This was open this morning. Okay, from last night. We traced. Look at this. Reacted here, and ever since it's been on a surge until a few minutes ago. It's been on a decline. So whoever was active on charts, I'm very sure not everybody understands how to use the fib and some of the indicators. So our office is located at number 3 Market Jabi Abuja. Feel free to walk in and try to get an understanding of what the market is. We are here to assist and get better ourselves. So this is a very good risk to reward from here to the upside, probably 1 to 3. And that's very, very okay for an intraday trader who can just come in, take some profits, and then leave the market and allow markets to play and market setup to come to you instead of rushing the market. So right now, this is becoming an invalid setup. You can wait again for a very fine setup. Except the whole idea is identify a trend, try to come in when it retraces a little, so and then shoot. Oh, this has
Euro GBP is already making its move.
Euro
Told
GBP,
you
right?
no.
Nice. So here definitely should be the SL. For those that don't understand how to use position size calculator, those are the few things we teach here at Ivana Trading Academy. SL definitely here, and then find what's good for you, your targets, how much are you risking, how much are you making. That's just how to trade. Not all trade will go 100, but the fact is know exactly how much you want to lose on a trade and how much you're efficient to make. So there you have it, pushing. And you might as well get, for me, this will be my most preferred TP. Let me use the 1 hour for that. So this will definitely be my most preferred TP. That zone up there. So okay, this is BTC yesterday. I allow waited for a retracement and then reacted at 75.1, and then this was the confirmation here. Let's look at the 5 minutes and see how it's played out. So okay, so this was this was the retracement from here. We retraced and we got to this zone 75 here. This like a confirmation. If this is not enough, probably this one and then SL somewhere at the top at the tip here. And then it's declined heavy, as you can see from the screen. So it's no rocket science. There are a few applications. We don't own the market. What we do is we try to identify a trend and come in to see where we can, if we can get something off that momentum, be it upside or downside. So that's the whole idea. US 30, this one, always moving like something that doesn't have control. All right. US 30, this is the 1 hour time frame. Evidently enough, this is a bullish trend, as you can see. So again, we plot the fee probably the week so far or the day so far, depending on how where a particular momentum picked up from. So right now it's looking like it's let's say retracing. So this is where the day started. I think the day started here. Okay. It's 13. Okay. I think it's been bearish for the most part of the day. So let's I think it's bearish for now. Intraday wise, it's bearish. Yeah, looking at this plan towards the lower time frame. Yeah. So look at the decline. It's been bearish. So right now, let me try something else. Okay, this is the top. This is the top. This is the highest of the day. The looks. This is what I'll be looking at. So look at this. There's a reaction here. If it's going to play out that way, but I feel it's been a bearish decline for the most part of today. So plotting this accordingly, I have this, then this reaction. I don't know if this is a complete circle completion here. We will still get another one here, back down, but we just have to be vigilant, smart enough to understand that we'll be looking for a kind of information here that will inform our decision. I'm bearish for now. Look at it reacted already and it's really bearish vibe. So that's that for US 30. Let's see. Okay, UGP still the same. Yes. US 30. UGP. Oh, okay. This was from yesterday as well. So it was bullish, and while we were live yesterday, it was bullish. Plotted this, and it retraced into this level. It wasn't sharp enough. Yeah, or probably it wasn't sharp enough. But definitely, it's pulled up and gave an opportunity for a buy continuation, and now it's declining. So let's see where we can come in on this one as well. So 1 hour time frame, I'm looking at this full bullish run. So where did we start from? I think the move started here. Let's see. So this is what I'm looking at, like this. So this is my expectation. These are currently price is in that region of concern, and I'm looking at it together. I'm looking at it together. Is it gonna get here, here, for a pullback up, or to respect this one, the Bollinger? The Bollinger is opening right now. We will see the price fall back down and then give confirmation here on the 5 minutes this time frame. So looking out for this GBJPY, let's see if we can service something off this particular move. This is USD 1 hour time frame. Let's see how it's like on the lower time frame. Here, bearish
Moose,
continues.
please check your phone.
Oh, okay.
Between who's having a look at Euro GBP? Just as you said, the FIB fan is magic, man.
All right, sorry. Okay. Oh, okay. A few minutes. I'm still. You said Euro GBP.
Euro GBP, yes.
Oh, cool. Very nice. That's it. All right, same. I'll do that now. Yeah, confirmed. Done. Real estate, he didn't even give, he respected that zone just immediately. He didn't give any room for euro. All right, gold is still making its headway to a region of concern, and maybe any moment from now, we can get some new information. Some looking good, donating, expecting something good. It's good to be patient enough. All right, before we call it, let's look at what we have from the stables of Nirvana Market Insights. The fundamental aspect. All right, on my screen, Nigerian stocks rebound after capital gains tax is. Nigeria equities surged nearly 3%, making their strongest rally since early 2024 after authorities softened a proposed 30% capital gains tax that had rattled investors and sparked a major sell-off earlier in the week. The Nigerian Exchange All Share Index rose 2.9% in Lagos trading, recovering part of Tuesday's historic 5% plunge, the steepest in 15 years. Wow. I think Donald Trump added to this. The effect, the policy shift has restored short-term investors' confidence, easing foreign outflows and stabilizing market sentiments. To commodities, gold gains on fair outlook after US reopening. Gold prices climbed for a fifth straight session, trading near 4,215 ounce dollar as investors shifted focus to the Federal Reserve rate outlook following the end of the US government shutdowns. President Donald Trump's signing of the bill reopened the government, though the White House cautioned that key October economic data may be delayed. What's the effect? The sustained rally reflects safe haven demand and renewed speculations that the Fed may adopt a more cautious stance on future rate hike. US futures slip as rate outlook weighs on sentiment. US stock futures edged lower with S&P 500 contracts down 0.1% as traders assess the path of interest rates following the end of historic government shutdown. Recent gains of over 2% in the index have already priced in much of the reopening optimism. Meanwhile, Euro stock 600 outperformed for a third session. Treasuries held steady, the dollar weakened, and Brent crude extended losses amid signs of growing supply surplus. The effect: market sentiment remains cautious, with investors rotating towards European equities and energy markets under pressure from oversupply concerns. And the last one, okay, okay. Trump ends longest U.S. government shutdown. Okay, we know that already. Notice US government is back on. And President Trump signed legislation ending the 43-day U.S. government shutdown, the longest in history. The closure had disrupted food aid, grounded thousands of flights, and left federal workers paid for weeks. With the signing, government operations will resume and employees are expected to return to work on Tuesday rather. So, okay. The reopening eases immediate economic strains and restores short-term stability, though political tensions and delayed data releases may weigh on market confidence. So on our watch list, or okay, watch list is a good bullish, exactly. So whatever you do today, make sure you are plotting or whatever strategy you use, make sure you find a very strong and convincing support region for you to continue to the upside. So let's pan towards this chart and see what else we have before we call it a day. A few minutes, please. Okay. Stick over. Okay. GBP, JPY still looking like we have support here, and this is the 5 minutes time frame. So anticipate something magical from here. US 30 still moving in fractional Brownian motion. GDP, okay, still looking good. So maintaining its fees to the upside. Gold sinking heavy. Yeah, it is implementing hard. Still moving. Gold is still moving fine. And with this kind of move, the bullish return to the upside is going to definitely give a very good reciprocal reward. And you don't have to be in a rush. The 5 minutes time frame is there to dictate or to inform you of the next line of action. So we are close. This is the support zone. Looking at this from here to the left side of the screen, we have you know, demand region around here. So relating that to this, we can as well use that for our backing. So let's keep watching and see if something good will happen from here. Okay. So gold on our watch list, find the supports, very strong and convincing support zone to buy from. Vigilance. To help your decision, you can as well use the statistics for exhaustions, more like confirmation, and if a particular momentum is oversold or overbought. So those are the tools you can as well use for making your decisions. Yeah. So as you can see, this is looking all nice. This is looking all good. And, like I always say, you can decide to wait for a confirmation, a second confirmation. So as for it to be rest assured, oh, this is going to shoot. Patience. So before we call it a day, Euro GBP was the call for the day, and gold find that support. We're currently at the support zone. Be mindful of your entry. Use the 5 minutes. You can as well wait for double confirmation on that zone before you shoot. So again, thank you for joining me on this session. Tomorrow is definitely another day. And on my screen is Trade 24/7, our partner broker, most reliable, to be a part of our community. Sign up and enjoy most or virtually all of our what do you call it, facility here at Nirvana Trading Flow. From me, I'll say do have a wonderful and profitable evening with this gold setup and Euro GBP. Bye for now.